Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. Today a little bit of a different start to a video. I've got a big ride coming up tomorrow, 322 kilometres, 200 mile. So I thought I'd do a what do I need kind of video, you know, everything I need to be able to get me through 200 miles. So here we go. So obviously there's quite a lot of stuff that you actually need, mainly fuel sources, but here I've got my heart rate monitor. That is an absolute must-have. Along with a power meter on the bike, obviously. I've got the ASOS Mille GT S11 jersey here in brown. Super comfortable, super thin. These are one of the best jersey I've ever ridden, and one of the best jerseys on the market. Probably only to be topped by the ASOS Equip and the higher range jerseys. I've also got the S11 shorts here in this beautiful green colour. They are absolutely phenomenal, and I've never had a problem with these. Obviously I'm rocking ASOS socks as well, seamless, comfortable. It's going to be about 10 hours on the bike, so you need to have comfy feet. And talking about comfy feet, the Lake CX 400s. Helped getting these by Ben at Benefit Bike Fitting over in Orpington. I went and tried on loads of different models of shoe, and these ones were by far the most comfy, and they're the lightest. And personally, even though these aren't the top of the range model, I think they are by far the best looking shoe, and it is all about looking good. Got the POC helmet, absolute must have. I've got the Garmin, I've got my ND filters because you never know what the weather's going to be like. Lumiere & Co, or Lumiere the company I think it is. Quick snap on, snap off. This thing is unbelievable. This is probably the best saddlebag on the market. Perfect, looks cool, and matches the shorts. Everyone loves matchy. Got my electric pump. I've even got my microfiber cloth that Paul supplied me for Mallorca. Now I actually didn't need it in Mallorca, it wasn't hot enough, and I ripped him for that. I was like, yeah, you've got a polishing cloth. He cut them up, he's burnt all the edges so that we don't get sharp edges on our face, but I think tomorrow I'm actually going to need that. This stuff, chamois cream, never ever ride without chamois cream. It is just something that is a must have. It is literally a game changer. This stuff specifically, coconut, natural antiseptic, you need that. And obviously with the weather, super hot at the minute, so you've got the Peloton, the SPF 30. This stuff, I actually say it's used by Tour de France riders. I think it's EF and stuff. Whether it is or not, I don't know, but I've never had a sunburn with this stuff. And in fact, that was brand new for Mallorca, and I think Leanne uses this stuff more than I do, just for her own sort of sun cream for when she's going out. It's not actually a cream, it's a spray. Dries, doesn't go sticky, and it gives you a bit of shine. Actually, it looks pretty cool, but that stuff is phenomenal. Obviously I've got my 2 Elite bottles here, 500 mils. I prefer the smaller ones, and I can just stop and fill them up. SIS Electrolyte Go, electrolytes, carbohydrates, 35 grams, 37 grams of carbs per scoop, and I always double scoop even in a 500 ml bottle. And then for my nutrition, we've got waffles, pain au chocolats, and a couple of Cliff bars, and that is pretty much it. I will be stopping, having a lunch stop tomorrow. I think it's going to be probably 1 o'clock. Leanne's going to come up with Ralph, and we're going to have a chill out for half hour, 45 minutes. But yeah guys, if you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name's Carl, this is Pedal to Fitness, and I'll see you when I get to the cycler park. Oh, that's toilet stop number 1 of the day. I've got a feeling there's going to be a few of them. I've been staying so hydrated. Not really too much to film. It's obviously a circuit, so the scenery is all going to be the same. I mean, it is an absolutely stunning day here in Kent. But yeah, I'm just going to roll on to the back of the other 2. So I'll probably just catch up with you guys when I stop in a couple of hours or something and just give you a sit rep. 100k down, 3.5 hours, 100k to go. Well, 200k to go, but 100k to the next break. So that's going to be about 7 hours. It's going to be a long old day today. Lewis with his fresh canyon. Get up. Lewis with the tunes. So 144k by the time I finish this lap. 5 hours. And it is lunchtime. Leanne's here with Ralph. We're gonna have a refeed, a refuel, chill out for half hour, and then crack on with the other 160 odd kilometres. It is not going to be pleasant one bit, but we're going to get it done. I'm looking forward to a full sugar can of Coke. Halfway stop done. Back on the road. The wind is picking up now as well, so no doubt this second half is going to be brutal. Legs don't actually feel too bad, but we'll see how that is in another 50 or 60k. But yeah, I'll probably only film when I stop and top all my bottles up again in a couple of hours. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. This is proving hard graft today. Leanne and Ralph were just on the bridge up the finish straight, and being physically and mentally drained do something to you, because obviously I see him every day, and just hearing Ralph just going, "Go on daddy," clapping. Oh, it proper got me. Oh man, I'm mentally exhausted, and I've still got over 160k to go. Honestly, I'm glad I got these sunglasses on. But yeah, I'm gonna check in at over 200k now. There's not gonna be anything to report. I'm suffering. I'm just trying to keep eating and drinking constantly. See you guys in a bit.
Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. 3 PM. What time did you start, Carl? Yeah, what time did you start? 7 AM. And how far have you gone so far?
192 kilometres.
And how much left?
120. Well, 128.
So you're looking at about another 4 hours to go.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Done.
You're done? Can you keep doing it? Can you keep going?
Yeah, I'll keep going.
What's the hardest part?
It's just the circuit, the heat.
Can't eat enough to fuel it. What's it like mentally, just going round and round that track?
Draining.
It's like a mental challenge, like the endurance.
Brutal, yeah.
Is it worse physically or mentally?
I think physically, actually.
What, the hills, the
Yeah.
climbs?
Yeah, I've already done loads of climbing.
How are your legs?
Are you allowed to get off whenever you want?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I've got to finish the thing. So I've already done 1,800 metres of climbing.
What's it
So
for?
1836.
Yeah, but what is it for?
It's nearly, well, it's like, no. 6,000 metres, 6,000 feet. Or
And
something.
your legs aching?
Yeah.
What do you think, Ralph? Do you think Daddy can do it? Can he complete it?
You can do
So you can do it, Dad.
it. You can do it.
We believe in you.
Dad.
You just got to dig deep now. Think of the charity. Think of the money you've raised. Oh my God, I've never seen you so flat.
Yeah, it is tough.
I just want to go on my bike.
You just want to go on your
No.
bike.
Let up. Just a little bit of a break and then it's just uphill again.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's not like you can just cruise around. You've got to keep climbing every time you go around that track.
Yeah.
You'll do it, babe. You will do it.
Just a real quick update. My GoPro's died for some reason. I accidentally switched it on in my pocket. 250k, that's the last stop now. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, but I'm going to be doing the last 75k. Do or die now, no more stopping. So let's get it. So guys, I didn't get a chance to do any filming at the end of the event because for some reason the GoPro switched itself on, or I accidentally switched it on in my pocket. So after the midway stop, 250 kilometre mark, I went to do some filming and the battery was completely flat. So here I am. It's currently a couple of days later, and to be quite honest, I'm still pretty damn exhausted. That was a big day on the bike. That, to be honest, is the hardest thing I've ever done. It was physically exhausting, it was mentally exhausting. Doing 325 kilometres around a 2 and a bit K circuit, as nice as the circuit is and as great as that place is, it does something to you. And one of the hardest parts about the event, which I didn't actually think of, was the amount of cornering you have to do, because you just can't get into a rhythm. You know, you're climbing for about a K really every lap, and then you've got sort of half a K of downhill, which just absolutely just flies by. And then you've got sort of half a K on the flat, which ended up being quite headwindy in parts of it, which made it really, really tough. And yeah, with the corners and the moving about in the saddle, my hands were sore. So on the day, as you can imagine, I burnt off 7,500 calories in total. So obviously that definitely is going to need to have some carbs forced into my body. Now, it was a really, really hot day. I think the average temperature was, I think it was 29 degrees. I think highs were 34, and at the cycler park there is literally no shade on the circuit. You have to go off circuit to even think about getting any shade, so it was an absolute scorcher. So I think my total rough estimate of carb intake was 850 grams of carbs on the bike. Obviously I had breakfast before that, so that's probably another 250 grams. So on the bike nutrition, it worked out about 75 grams an hour that I consumed. But the last 2 hours, I was just drinking water primarily. And I was just, instead of doing a bottle an hour, I was literally every lap on the downhill, just a little sip of water just to stay hydrated. And then any other water I had, I was just tipping over myself just to try and keep cool. It was unbearable. And a couple of the little sections, you know, it was protected from the wind, and where the sun was just beating down, I could physically just feel the sun just cooking the left hand side of my body as I was dropping down the back end of the circuit. So yeah, it was pretty grim. So I'm just going to quickly run through some ride stats with you. Obviously there's nothing to show for the route because it was a circuit, but it was 325.73 kilometres, and that 0.73 kilometres really mattered, so I'm including it. 11.5 hours ride time. It was 12:50 elapsed, but I had 45 minutes at lunchtime with Leanne and Ralph, who came to see me. So yeah, I didn't really stop too much. I stopped just for necessity, quickly topped my bottles up, filled my pockets up, get back on circuit and get going. I averaged 28.5 kilometres an hour for the whole event, which I'm absolutely chuffed with. I did want nearer 30, but I think I rode a little bit too conservative at the beginning, and then obviously you can't chase the average because you just end up blowing. I only averaged 159 watts for the event, and that was 205 watts average power. Again, because there's so much freewheeling around corners and stuff like that, it absolutely kills the average. And also it was 3,015 meters of elevation. I think that's just over 10,000 feet, which makes that by far the hardest day on the bike that I have ever done. I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Luke and everyone at the cycler park. You know, they came in early for that event, they opened up early, they set up all the track and everything, and they put on a really good event. It was an absolutely brilliant event, and next year definitely more people need to enter because it was way undersubscribed this year. I'd also like to take a massive second just to say thank you to every single person that donated. We raised £275 for 2 great charities, and I know that the other people obviously that were there raised a lot of money as well, so it's definitely going to go a long way to helping those charities. But yeah, guys, I appreciate everybody watching. I hope that anyone watching's made it this far. If you have, please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and hopefully I'll be able to put out more videos like this in the future. Take it easy, and I'll see you on the next video.